Hi, welcome to a new podcast because the other one fell through real quick. This is going to be Deliberating Daisha, where normally it will just be me, but this week I have Ryan because we watched it together, so we're going to talk about it. Basically, this podcast will be just things that I like and like to talk about. Like, right now I'm reading a book, so we'll talk about that a lot, and then movies, if we watch any, or TV shows that I'm currently watching. And then every day during the week, I'll pick one thing that I find interesting that I want to gossip about. Normally just Monday through Friday. Normally just things I find on Twitter that I'm like, what? Ryan, do you want to tell them about yourself?
My name's Ryan, and I'm honored to be a guest on the inaugural episode. It's a podcast.
It's also going to be on video.
It's a podcast.
Okay.
That's the primary medium. I feel like the microphone should be our attention.
Okay. Well, anything else you want to tell them? What do you do?
No, let's move on.
You don't want to talk about yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so what book are you currently reading right now?
I'm currently reading The Last of the Mohicans.
By?
Some Forrester, some name.
Good job.
I feel like a kid in front of his classroom who didn't do his project, which is honestly most of my public education experience.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, okay, we're going to skip that then. I'm currently reading It Gets Worse by Shane Dawson. Have you read anything interesting about your book so far?
Have I read anything interesting about my book?
Like, inside your book, I meant. Like, have you passed anything, like, you're like, oh, okay.
Well, it's called Last of the Mohicans. And I'm not that far into it, but as far as I can tell, there are at least 2 Mohicans.
Oh. Plot twist.
So I feel like either one of them is definitely going to die, or the book's just a lie.
Okay. Well, is it Mohicans or just Mohican?
It's The Last of the Mohicans. Plural.
The last of. So technically it could be 2, because they're the last of them.
That's fair.
Technically. Well, I've read 3 chapters so far in Shane Dawson's book, and each chapter, it's like, they're just mini summaries, or essays, not summaries, essays of, like, his life and things that have happened. And so some of the stuff that I took away, I kind of wanted to talk about. In the first chapter, he kind of, like, knew he was gay, but he didn't want to come out as gay, but his brother knew. And I was, like, thinking about it. I don't think there's anything that my siblings knew about me that I didn't want to tell them, and they just knew off the back. I don't know how close you and your sister are.
Not.
So it never happened?
No.
No. Sometimes I think my siblings know a little bit too much about me, but that's just because we're close. Definitely my brother Romello. And then another chapter was about, like, not judging people and just having fun. And I feel like that's literally me. It's my life. Wish I would have known that earlier in my life, that just to be weird, not care. It took me a while. When did you know to be weird and not care? When did you stop caring about what people thought?
I don't know.
I feel like that's my whole life motto. That's what it always seems like every time you tell me a story about your school life. It just always sounds like you never cared. Which is a really good
I didn't care
talent.
about school.
But did you ever care about what people thought about you?
I mean, yeah. I'm sure.
You don't remember when you stopped?
I mean,
though?
I still do, but I try not to let that stop me from being myself. So I wouldn't say I don't care what people think. It's just I'm not going to let what people think control my actions and my decisions. Like, you hate my headbands, you know? But that's not going to stop me from wearing it.
That's basically what Shane Dawson was saying in his book. It's like, he cares what people think, but he won't let it stop him. It's really interesting. It's a really interesting way to live life. You can care what people think, but not let it stop you. And then the last thing was being grateful for what you earn and not just getting it. So his example was like, if he would have won the lottery, they wouldn't have been grateful for anything that they got with that money. But since he's worked so hard and has all the money that he could have now, he appreciates everything that he has because he's worked so hard. So, do you feel the same way? Like, if someone gives you a gift, do you care as much as if you would have earned it yourself?
I mean, I feel like anything you earn yourself has more value to you than anything given.
Do you treat things that you're given or get for free like shit? You're like, it dropped, so whatever.
No, it depends on what it is, though. Because, like gifts, I get a lot of gifts, and those are kind of like a burden. Because most of the time, whatever it is, I'm not interested in it. But I feel guilty of throwing it away because it was a gift. And it's like, oh, you know, they got this, they thought of me.
The cat socks.
Yeah, it's a great example. The crazy amount of cat paraphernalia I get.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting. I was thinking about it when I was like reading the book, and I was like, that's really true. Like anything that you get for free, you're just like, oh, broke, whatever. Like it could break the next day and you don't care. But if like you buy a Switch or you buy something really expensive that you've been waiting for, you're like, no one touch it, it's mine.
I don't know, when I've gotten stuff for free, I've always cherished it because it's like, oh, well, this is, you know, if it's something stupid, I can't think of an example. Like a stress ball, I don't really, like, you get a free stress ball at like a convention, like, yeah, you'll lose it the next day.
Yeah, but if, like, let's say you got a free VR system.
Well, yeah, then I would be like, I'm not gonna, like, I would, yeah.
You would cherish it still? But
well, yeah, it's not like I can afford a VR system.
Well, let's say you could, like, later on in life, you're like, okay, like...
Well, if I get to a point when I could just buy one if I wanted, and I got given one, I'm sure I wouldn't care.
Okay, yeah, good point. I guess it just depends on what you're given, like what you get for free.
Yeah.
Like his example is like if he would have gotten all that money for free, he wouldn't have felt like they would have just wasted it on useless, selfish stuff and not cherished it as much. Now we're going to talk about It. We watched It Chapter 2. There probably will be spoilers, so if you haven't watched it, please do not watch this. Or, like, skip, like, 30-ish minutes ahead. If we even talk about it that long. What were your thoughts on It? Even though we already talked about it a little bit after the movie, but talk about it again. Pretend we never talked about it.
Well, real quick, I want to go back to the cat socks.
Okay.
Because this is why I don't think people understand why sending me things with other cats on them is offensive. Because imagine if, for gifts, everyone sent me pictures of, like, other women. Right?
Yeah.
Like, other women on a shirt. Like, you would be upset by that. Imagine how the cats feel if I was walking around wearing other, like, if you want to get me a cat shirt, get Shakira and Maisie, get some photos. They're out there. They're both big on Instagram.
Follow
we don't want to, no, I mean,
okay.
we don't want to have to pay them to, you know, to use their
name.
Yeah.
Their brand.
You know, if you can get this big enough, they'll want to, you know, work with you, but
can't throw it out that easy.
Yeah. Yeah, so sorry, I just had to get that off my chest.
Glad you feel open to getting that you're getting that off your chest. Oh my goodness, words. So thoughts on It?
I mean, I don't like horror, and I'd already seen it.
Yeah, the original.
Yeah, I saw the original, so I'd already seen the movie, so...
I do like how they did the story, though, for the new one.
I mean, it was a well-made film. Absolutely good acting, good camera work, good direction. The only downside was, you know, it was boring.
Yeah.
And tedious.
For you, it's boring because you don't like horror. I love horror, so for me, it was really entertaining. Like, I was in love with it.
You liked it when it took him 20 minutes to go down the set of stairs so he could see the clown and then nothing would happen because you know he's going to see the clown later. Oh no, the clown's attacking him. Well, you know he's going to fight him at the end of the movie.
It was still good. Like, I wasn't thinking about what I knew was going to happen because I was, like, invested in the story, even though I kind of already knew it, but I also kind of forgot about it. Because I watched the original, but it's been a while since I've watched it. I have a bad memory sometimes. Definitely when it comes to movies. I don't know, I liked it. What was your favorite scene?
When I think back on it, nothing really stands out to me.
Really?
Yeah, you know. I really liked the bleacher scene in the beginning with the little girl. I really liked the lighting when he was, like, supposedly holding a firefly.
Of course.
I thought that was really nice.
To To be honest, I like the mirror scene when he's like trying to help the kid, and then I like the scene with Beth in it where she's in her old house. Like, those two scenes are really good. What scene did you not like?
All the scenes that did not feature Bill Hader.
Bill Hader was the best part.
He was.
Love him as a comedy relief. I didn't like any scene with Eddie in it. I really did not like Eddie as his character.
I did not like that scene with his mom.
Yeah.
That was fucked up.
Yeah. Like,
oh my
I
god.
hated that. He's like, he's like, I can't help you. It's stitched.
The thing is, that didn't actually happen.
Yeah. It's all in his head.
Yeah, it's fucked up though.
It's still, yeah, he just left his mom.
Just gonna leave your mom like that? It's fucked
Obviously
up.
it wasn't real, because...
That's why he died. He deserved it.
Sorry for yawning, guys, anyone who's watching. And
You already gave a spoiler warning.
I said yawn.
Oh. Well, can't you just cut that out?
I mean, I could, but you were talking.
What was I saying?
Can't remember. Anyways.
Wild lines.
What, oh yeah, you already said what your least favorite scene was. Any scene without Bill Hader.
The mother scene. The Eddie and mom.
Oh, you didn't like it
scene.
either?
Yeah, no. Well, I also didn't like that Eddie did not confront the girl who wrote Loser on his cast when he was a child. Because that was the woman at the pharmacy when he went there as an adult.
Yeah.
To get his...
Yeah.
Yeah, and she was just... They didn't even acknowledge...
He's a loser. He doesn't want conflict.
Well, he should have been like, I drive a big SUV and live in New York. And you're still living in the same old shitty town. Who's the real loser? It was like, you work on commission, right?
He's a coward.
You made a big mistake. Huge.
You saw that he's a
That's
coward,
from Pretty
right?
Woman.
It's from Pretty Woman?
Yeah.
Of course it is. But he's a coward, you know that.
Yeah.
Next thing, on Monday. This didn't happen Monday, but I didn't come up with this idea until Tuesday. So Monday, this didn't really happen Monday. It happened last weekend, but I did want to talk about it. Kevin Hart got into a car crash and really hurt himself. And you want to know how he got into that car crash?
Driving.
His friend was driving.
Just like Paul Walker.
Just like Paul Walker. And I was telling my coworker, I was like, I need celebrities to stop allowing their friends to drive their cars. Because it's ridiculous. This is the second time it's happened. It's probably happened way more times. But the two big times is Paul Walker and Kevin Hart.
Probably be worse if they drove themselves.
Maybe. But he's out the hospital now and recovering, but on over the weekend he hurt himself, and I'm like,
he's out the hospital?
Now he is.
Out of the hospital.
Out of the hospital.
He has been discharged from the emergency ward.
Yes. Kevin Hart's a good actor, and I would hate
He's
for him.
not a good actor.
He's a good comedian.
Yeah.
I would hate to not have him as a comedian anymore, not be in movies like Jumanji. Because we watched Jumanji a couple weeks ago and it was so good. It's so funny just because of Kevin Hart. Second thing, on Tuesday, they announced the new iPhone 11, and I hate it.
Why?
I hate every minute of it.
I haven't seen it. Every minute of it? What do you mean? It's just a picture of a phone.
I hate every time I see the picture of the phone. Which is a lot. I'm going to show you.
Honestly, how different could it look? Unless it's just a piece of glass.
I'm going to show you.
That's like a HUD. Because that would be awesome.
I'll show you.
Well, it looks like an iPhone. You don't like the camera?
No, that's so ugly. Look at mine with 3 cameras. And look at that. It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
That's better picture. Better quality.
Maybe. I hate it though.
I respect Apple for making a practical choice over a cosmetic choice. They're like, hey, it'll be a little uglier, but it'll be a better experience for the user.
I doubt it. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies because I don't like small holes next to each other. Like multiple ones.
That doesn't seem like a as far as the majority of their target audience. I don't feel like that's a real concern.
A lot of people on Twitter were saying the same thing.
Everyone's gonna hate no matter what they do.
A lot of people did not like the idea.
People just want to hate on stuff. It doesn't even matter what it is anymore.
Mine is iPhone right now.
Yeah, and then
so glad I don't have one.
Next week, everyone's gonna be up in arms about Doritos' new flavor. And then,
do you know something we don't?
A week after that, 7-Eleven will have some kind of tragedy.
Fine.
And at the end of the day, does it really matter?
No, because people are still gonna buy it.
You don't even have an iPhone. Why do you care what it looks like?
Because it's just gross. And
well, then don't get an iPhone.
I just want people to stop getting iPhones.
Why?
Because I don't like him. I don't know, okay?
Yeah, Hitler's like, I want to get rid of the Jews. And I'm like, why? Because I don't like them. And everyone's just like, okay. I don't want people to use iPhones. Why? Because I don't like them. I don't think that's a good argument.
It's not. I don't like how, I feel like I just don't like how the companies run, I guess.
How's the company ran?
I don't like their values.
What
I don't
are their
like
values?
how much they charge for a phone. Like,
what are their values?
They overprice everything.
What are their values?
I don't know their values.
You said you didn't like their values, though.
I know.
Okay, so you think they overcharge their phones?
Yes. No, I know they overcharge their phones.
But they don't, because they pay what the market, or they charge what the market will pay, and that's capitalism. I agree that you shouldn't spend $1,000 on a phone, and that's why I don't do that. But the fact that the market is willing to pay that is why they charge it. And it's as simple as that. It's the people who are to blame, not Apple. Because Apple will charge as much as society will allow.
That's why people just need to stop buying Apple, and then...
Yeah, that's way better argument than because I don't like them.
Yeah.
See, because that would drive the price down if people said no, we're not going to we won't pay $1,000 for a phone.
I just think people are just too like, oh, Apple's the best, but it's really not the best.
I mean, you're lying.
Yeah, you've been in my life the whole time.
It's really because it's a status symbol.
Yeah, that's why Apple's going towards more of that instead of being the best phone.
And if it charged $500 instead of $1,000, would it be the same status symbol? Would people want it as much if it wasn't so like flashy? I don't know, because I've had the same phone for 5 years now, I guess, if this is the 11 coming out.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't know, the iPhones are designed to crap out eventually. Like,
I mean, yes, that is also...
Other than yours. Well, it is crapping out, just take a little longer. You made it last.
Well, I mean, what's the longest you've ever had a phone?
And, like, a phone?
Yeah, like, what's the longest period of time?
2 years. And it's my last phone. So I could have kept going. Because it was still working just fine. But I just wanted a new phone.
I mean, like, I've always done this. I've always had an iPhone for like 4 or 5 years before I finally upgrade. Yeah. So, I mean, they definitely, like that whole thing with the battery where they designed them to like run out of battery faster and stuff. It's unethical.
Yeah.
But.
That's what I meant. I don't like their ethics. I don't like how they make you needing a new device after a couple years. Like I know people with Samsungs that's had it for like 5+ years, and it still works just like the day they got it. I don't know. It's weird. Next thing, did you hear that J-Lo?
Hard cut.
Yeah. Did you hear that J-Lo might be doing halftime this year?
Don't care.
I know you
Next
don't,
topic.
but I do. I care.
Cool,
talk
that's about it.
Really the only thing I care about the Super Bowl.
I'm going to stare off into the space a little bit.
Why don't you care about... Because you'd rather watch just the game, huh?
Well, I don't care who performs at the halftime. Why would I care who performs at the halftime show?
What if it was like your favorite person ever?
Why would I mean...
I think the only reason why I'm interested is
I'm going to watch the game, so I'm going to see who it is.
I just think I'm impressed because J-Lo's 50, and she still looks like she's 30. And it's insane to me.
Do you think we'll do some scandalous,
I don't think so.
What's it called? Gossip rags? Tabloids. We'll do some tabloid stuff right now.
I don't think she's done anything.
I'm pretty sure that they basically took a younger woman and injected her with J-Lo, and J-Lo's atoms took over her atoms, and there was a chemical change. So she's really in the body of a 20-year-old.
Doubt it.
You don't even know where she's from. She could be from a different universe, a different dimension. A lot of people. Yeah, and that could be a thing, you know.
Just happens every couple of years.
Who knows? Maybe she's really young for her in her dimension. We don't know. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, we don't.
And we never will know.
That's true.
We can't prove it or disprove it.
Yeah. What the tabloid is, J-Lo is from another planet.
You knew that if you want to get viewers, you gotta have some spicy, controversial stuff in this. And that's perfect. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
I got you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. This is on the first podcast.
Could be because I'm better than Brandon and Logan combined.
Sure, you are.
I wasn't convinced.
You are. I really think you are. So X-Men Marvel, I should say, might be casting people of color when they
people.
When they relaunch the franchise with Marvel, and a lot of people were upset about it, and it cracked me up because X-Men was started to show racism. And people are being
It's not
racist
to not want them to change the color of a character. It's dumb to care, but it's not racist. They're not disparaging a race in any way. They're not saying that it's bad that it's a black person. They're saying, hey, don't change the character that we love.
No, they were saying, we don't want him to be black because he's supposed to be Jewish.
Okay, that's not racist. And yes, there are black Jewish people.
Yeah, that's why people are
it's not
sense.
Racist. It's ignorant, but it's not racist. All they're saying is this is the character they've grown up with, they've had their whole life. There's a way he looks, and they don't want to just a radical change.
I mean, what Marvel's planning on doing is just rewriting comics too. So they might make it.
That's not the point. The point is that it's just this is what we know. Like it's like you grow up with the idea of what Superman looks like. If they just radically changed it, you'd be upset. You wouldn't, and I wouldn't, because who cares? I'm just looking at it from their point of view, but the last thing it is racist.
But I just think it is a little bit, because it doesn't. Because there could be different universes. And when it comes to the superhero, genre, anything is possible. Like, there could be multiples of one character in different universes.
So let me ask you.
Races. Like Spider-Man.
Absolutely true. So let me ask you, is this X-Men movie...
I have no idea.
Is it going to be set in another dimension?
I don't know.
Okay. I know you don't. It's more... I'm not actually expecting a factual answer. What I'm doing is posing the question is that if that's the case, fine, but have they said anything about that?
Well, no, because they're saying they're not going to do it for a while. But they're thinking about...
Well, it just sounds like they're just trying to get some publicity.
I mean, possibly, but I feel like Marvel doesn't need it.
Because, Into the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
No one had a problem with that, because...
Yeah!
That's the thing, is they were clearly said, oh, hey, this is a different thing.
Yeah.
But,
so
what if Black Panther, the king of Wakanda, if they cast, a Jewish guy, a white Jewish guy?
Okay.
But do you think there would be...
people?
I'm just saying, do you think there would be the same uproar?
Yes.
No, there wouldn't.
I think so. Because there's past comics with Black Panther. So people who get upset about this kind of stuff are hardcore fans who rate the comics.
But would it be racist?
Yes.
To say that a white guy couldn't be...
Yes.
How? They're just saying, no, this is the character we've seen all our lives. He's from a country in Africa, which is, predominantly black.
But they're white people.
I mean, I live there. There's precious few.
Yeah, but they're still white people.
Yeah, but they're not in the royal family. I guess, wait, Black Panther doesn't have to be in the royal family. Well, yeah, because what's his name was? He was the prince.
Of Wakanda, which was made up.
Well, it's a fictional place. But
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I've seen the movies. There were no white people there except for like a handful that were transplanted. They weren't natives.
Because Marvel wanted to make it an all black people.
Well, that makes
movie.
sense because it's a country in Africa. I'm just saying as if that's why people would be upset if it was a white person. It's not racism. They're not disparaging a race. They're not saying that race is inferior.
I'll say then
all they're
it's
saying
more prejudice than
it's
racist.
not prejudice. They're not. What are they prejudging?
I don't know.
What? Because that's what prejudice is. They're coming to conclusions before any facts are presented or before they see anything.
The fact that they would get upset about someone being cast as color in an X-Men movie if they don't know what the X-Men movie is yet. They're prejudging it.
I haven't seen what they have said, what Marvel has said, so I can't comment on that.
They haven't said anything, but they've just said that they might.
So they have said something.
They've said that they might. They're thinking about casting someone of color, and people got all mad about it.
Well, I mean, I feel like Marvel should give more. I mean, I don't think it's an unfair reaction. I agree it's stupid to care so much, but people really are passionate about this kind of stuff, and I think that it's about changing the shape of an icon they've grown up with.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the actual race. It's just, this is the character we know and we don't want him to change.
Do you think people would have been mad if Spider-Man was black and not white? When they relaunched him?
I think if they're equally mad about this, then they should be equally mad about that.
Like, if they would have, like, in Civil War, took off, like, when Tony Stark goes, the black kid. How many people do you think would be mad about it? They'd be like... like, how dare they?
Well,
and he was still Peter Parker.
Well, the issue is, I don't think anyone... It's just like the overreaction, the overcorrection is it's like them calling Black Panther very diverse when it wasn't diverse because it was, an entirely black cast. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that.
It was just diverse for the
diverse
industry.
Means there's a lot of variety.
I think people were more like...
No. They were saying it was diverse because there were a lot of black people in it. Because we completely changed the meaning of the word diverse.
You don't think they were talking about it's a different kind of movie?
Well, that's not what diversity is. Right?
I mean,
they were saying the cast was diverse, meaning while...
See, you didn't say that at first.
Well, I thought that was implied because that's what they said.
I was saying, do you think they could have meant the movie was diverse because it's an all-black cast and it's rarely done?
Well, that's not what diverse means.
In a group of movies that normally have white people as
well, diverse refers to... It doesn't refer to one thing, right? Like...
When I'm talking in the collections of movies.
I understand what you're saying, but it feels like you don't understand what diverse means.
No, I do. Means there would not just have to be black people. It would have to be Hispanics and Asians and all types of main characters, and not just all black.
Right, that's...
Yeah.
And diversity just means there's a wide range of differences,
yes.
Right? So it can mean anything. But... So that's... But it wasn't diverse by the definition of the word.
Yeah, the cast wasn't.
Unless they were talking about their religions or something, I don't know. Maybe they had a very diverse religious background. But all I'm saying is now is if you take a white role and you make him black, no one's going to say anything. But if you take a black role and make him white, everyone's going to get upset. Or at least that's what I thought, but this is proof that that's not true.
Yeah.
So
we both watched the trailer, Good Birds and Prey. You broke it!
let's just hold it. I think it's
I'm
better.
going to. So we both watched the trailer for Birds and Prey, the new Harley Quinn movie, which I did not find out was coming. I didn't find out it was being made until yesterday. Now I'm really excited about it. What'd you think?
I won't hold my breath. I hope it's good. It looked really cool, but I'm concerned about their ability to make a good film at this point.
DC?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yes, but I'm really only going to go see it for the actress.
I mean, I'm going to go see it in the hope. Well, I'll probably wait till it's like on Netflix or something.
DC won't go on Netflix.
Well,
now they might, because Marvel won't be on there anymore.
I'll just
Pretty
wait.
soon.
I'll wait until it's like on Amazon Prime. Which is far
excited.
superior to Netflix.
Look dead in the camera for that.
Trying to give you some good cutaways.
Thanks.
Gotta grow the brand.
So-
Deliberating Daisha. Every
Friday.
we're filming this on.
I'm posting it next week.
Wow. What if something crazy happens during the week?
Well, then it happens. And I'll talk about it on the next podcast. It'll be a week
Whoa.
late. Just don't understand what's so much.
Deliberating Daisha. Every Friday.
Thanks.
In your ear.
So, I also, originally what I was going to talk about was the new Suicide Squad cast list. And why Will Smith isn't on it makes me really upset. But John Cena's on it, and Jennifer Hudson's on it, which is very confusing to me. And I think there was another name, but I can't remember who it was.
Who? Jennifer Hudson?
She was she was a Destiny Child. She was in Destiny's Child with Beyonce.
There were other people in Destiny's Child besides Beyonce?
Yes.
I had no idea.
There was 3 of them.
Whoa, I thought it was just Beyonce, and
No.
then they just had 2 people fill space behind her.
I mean, technically that's kind of what happened, but Jennifer Hudson was one of them. Yeah.
That's like the whitest
Actually-
name I've ever heard.
Actually, she might have been just in Dreamgirls with Beyonce. I don't think she was a Destiny Child, because that was Kelly
Dreamgirls.
Rowland. You've never seen Dreamgirls?
The movie?
Yes!
Yeah, I've seen that.
With
I
Beyonce?
didn't know Beyonce was in it.
Yes!
Who'd she play?
The main character. And then Jennifer Hudson was one of the girls in Dreamgirls. Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the cast of Suicide Pack, but...
Suicide Squad?
Suicide Squad.
Adam's getting a free plug.
Love you, Adam. So I don't know. It looks interesting. Like, I'm still gonna watch it because of the actress. Like, I just want to see it because of her. She's such a good actress. Thanks.
That's the official sound of, like, signifying the end. You can start using that now.
Thanks.
We could get a couple different, so we could get some, like, do, you know? Let's go get another beer, and then you can drink a little bit of yours that you haven't touched.
I have touched it. Okay, well. Do it. I'm not gonna talk until you do it. I'm not gonna finish.
Okay. Podcast will go on forever.
I hate you so much.
Aw, that hurts.
I love you. So we are going to end it here.
Hard cut.
That was
Deliberating Daisha.
that was the first episode. Hopefully by this time, which I'm pretty sure I will, I'll have great art from my friend Joseffyne. You guys should go check her out.
Sorry.
Links below. You can check her out her Instagram and her YouTube channel.
You know, it would be cool. Something you could do since you record it like a week ahead. Predict a celebrity death or celebrity news story that's going to come up between now and Friday when you post this. And then if you're right, you'll be a friggin' genius.
Who do I think will be in the news this week? Donald Trump the whole week probably.
Well, he's in the news every night.
I know.
You have to be more specific if you want to target that guy.
It's true. What will happen? I think Ariana Grande, Miley Cyrus, or Lana Del Rey will be in the news next week.
For what?
Something.
You gotta throw wild.
No, I can't. I
me.
feel like if I could just guess the celebrity, it's good enough.
No, you got.
There's so many celebrities.
You gotta guess. What? You don't have to be specific, but will it be a good thing? Will it be bad news? Are they
Depending on
drugs?
who it is.
If it's Miley Cyrus, do you think she's like going crazy again? Do you think she's doing
No.
the cocaines?
She's always doing that.
Whoa. Throwing shade on Miley Cyrus.
I love Miley though.
That's gonna get you noticed.
Love to hang out with Miley Cyrus.
Maybe you can get her as a guest on here, and you can talk to her about her cocaine habit.
I want to be her best friend. I love Miley Cyrus. I think it will be good and then bad. So I think they've been getting raving reviews about their new song, which is...
They did a song together?
Alright, huh?
They did a song together?
Yeah.
All three of them?
Don't Call Me Angel.
So now they're having like a falling out.
I just think they're getting a lot of...
slept with both their boyfriends and they're mad about it.
They're definitely both single.
Okay, they're guy friends. They're groupie. Okay, so there's some kind of love triangle going on. That's my prediction.
Okay.
Love triangle between Lana Del Rey, Miley Cyrus, and Ariana Grande.
I think...
Ariana Grandanowitz.
Huh? I just think they're having good news, so I think something bad might happen, like some drama might come up.
So cynical.
Yeah. Or Kim Kardashian will be in the news. It's been a while since she's been in the news.
For good reason.
Yeah, but that's going to be the first episode of Deliberating Daisha. I'll see you guys next week. Bye!
Pew, pew, pew.